When you think of Yugi, you think of Dark Magician, but that was not his only boss monster. He had monster cards like Curse of Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, and of course he has Gaia. And today, guys, we've got a Gaia deck for you with a little buff. It's a fusion deck, so obviously what's the best fusion engine out at the moment? I think you all can guess. And before we get started, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. So to start things off, we have got 3 Gaia, the Magical Knight. He's basically your normal summon of the deck. I kind of worked this deck that you use it in the same way that you would use Brave Despia, as you don't really get a normal summon. So we got the Gaia. So what Gaia's effect is, if you control no monsters, or if you're going second, your opponent controls a monster with 23,000 or more attack, you can normal summon this without tributing. And then when you do that, you can special summon from your hand or graveyard a level 5 dragon monster. That level 5 dragon monster will be Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. Absolute terrible name, I don't know why Konami thought it was a good idea to call that, but when this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 spell or trap from your deck that specifically lists Gaia the Dragon Champion. For another target, we do have Curse of Dragon Fire. This one is not as good because it doesn't search, but when you special summon this, you can use the effect to fusion summon a monster from your extra deck. So you use this and the Gaia to fusion summon. It's just another option. For the last of our Gaia monsters, we have Soldier Gaia the Fierce Knight. So he's really good to help you OTK. You can tribute a dragon monster. So say like you have attacked with your Gaia the Magical Knight Dragons, you can then tribute it and then attack with this, which is actually enough for gain. So yeah, very, very good. So 2 of those. The card that makes it all possible, Galloping Gaia. So this card is actually busted, especially with the Despia stuff, because if you've got Mirror Jade and you go to battle phase, your opponent now, if you've got Mirror Jade and say Gaia the Magical Knight, your opponent can now activate no effects in the battle phase. So you can just play for free, which means if you get rid of your opponent's Mirror Jade, they can't activate the effect to destroy everything in the end phase. It's just busted. Like, this card is so good. You also reveal, say, a Gaia in hand, and then you add a dragon, or you reveal a level 5 dragon, and then you add a Gaia monster. Following on, we do have to play 2 Gateway of Chaos. This essentially just adds us another Gaia monster. So these 2 together is just like, that's just all you need really to get your Gaia plays going, because you can go Gateway of Chaos, add the Gaia monster, then activate Galloping Gaia, reveal the Gaia, adds a dragon, then you can normal summon the Gaia, and then you can see what we do from there. Because we do need to get to these, we do play Terraforming and Set Rotation. Yeah, like I said, we do need to get to these, and of course your opponent is not going to be using these. I'll be very surprised if they are. For the last few cards, we've got 2 Spiral Fusion. So Spiral Fusion is what it is. You can fusion summon 1 dragon monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. And if you summon Gaia the Dragon Champion, then it basically doubles its attack, and it can make 2 attacks on monsters each battle phase, which is really good for OTKing. Then of course we play 1 Spiral Spear Strike. This is just a good way to get, like, you can just draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards, discard 1, but it's still nice to be able to draw into your engine a little bit. Also it helps you inflict piercing damage. Then we've got 1 Spiral Discharge. Yeah, this is one of the better cards, because when an attack is involved with your Gaia the Dragon Champion, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. So you can like attack a monster, then pop a back row. So yeah, pretty good. Then on to the broken engine of the deck. We played 2 Aluba the Jester of Despia. Adu branded, we only played 2 because obviously our normal summon needs to be the Gaia, so that we can make Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons. So we only play the 2, and then we're hoping to get opening in our hand. Play 1 Tragedy. Tragedy is just really good for like grind game and stuff like that. And it's good to send off Branded Fusion to add Ablution, which is the next card. Ablution, one of those. We're gonna, like I just said, if you activate Branded Fusion, you're gonna add this from Despia and Tragedy, and yeah, no more to say about that. We've got 2 Albaz. I'm looking forward to getting I'm filming this as OTS 19 is just released. I'm really looking forward to getting these cards. I think that I can't wait to get these as oldies, man. I do kind of like the secrets. I might still play with the secrets, but I want the oldies as well. Then we've got 1 Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous. Beautiful. Like, it's just nice to play. If you end up going second, then this just gets you into this and just baits a nice negate or an interaction. Then we've got 1 Albion the Shrouded Dragon. This is just good to draw into your cards, and obviously you can brick with this deck, and you do want to try and see as much Gaia stuff as possible because that is the main aim of the game. So using this to be able to draw is incredibly nice, and sending Branded Opening from this just lets you protect your Gaia as well, which is nice. Like I just said, you've got 3 Opening. So 3 Opening, this is what you want to open. If you open this and both field spells, then you're basically laughing. You've got 2 other cards in your hand. Still not great, but perfect. Like that's the ideal hand. 3 Branded Fusion. I don't know why this didn't get an ultra rarity in the structure deck. This card is just busted. Like, it could have taken the place of the Sword Soul card, but yeah, there's neither here nor there. What more can you say? Busted. We only play the 2 Branded in red because this is not like mostly a Despia deck, and you do have, it's so easy to OTK with this deck that you only really need to play 2. I'd be surprised if you end up in the grind game. For our Go second cards, we've got 3 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. It's the best hand trap at the moment, I think, personally. To partner with that, the next best hand trap is Infinite Impermanence. These 2 are really good against Branded. I think if you're going to open any 2 hand traps, these 2 against Branded, and you should win, to be honest, because you can Imperm the Alubra and then Ash the Branded Fusion. So yeah, pretty good. And then the last card, Called by the Grave. Like, Called by the Grave is just such a broken card. On Master Duel is cooking me. They always seem to have it. I'm always trying to resolve my tragedy, and then they're just Called by the Grave. They seem to always have it. It's super annoying. Going into the extra deck. So as always, the extra deck is super tight. We've got 2 Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons. So this is basically, you can half its attack and then you can pop a card on the field. So what I mean by that is it has to lose 2,600 attack and then you can pop a card, but Spiral Fusion gives it an extra 2,600, so that's where you lose it and then you can pop a card on the field. But you can make this become like 5,200, which is wild. Like, it's just massive. What can you do about that? And with Spiral Fusion, this can attack twice on monsters, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really easy to just clear up and just go for game with these decks. We've got 1 Sky Galloping Gaia, the Dragon Champion. So this is the one that adds you Spiral Spear, Spear Strike. So if you already opened everything else you need, you can just make this if you want to, and play that way. Then we've got the 2 of the new ones. We've got Curse of Dragon, the Magical Knight of Dragon. So this is mostly in here because it's a super poly target. I'm not going to make it too much. It's a good way to get like fusion spell. It's a good way to get Spiral Spear Fusion back from your graveyard, or Spiral Strike or something like that. But other than that, it's not amazing. You can also banish from your graveyard to make a dragon monster, which could come up if you're playing like for Despia and stuff like that. If you have like the field spell or whatever, then yeah, you can do it that way. And that's it for the Gaia fusions. into the Despia lineup, we obviously have Mirrorjade, broken. Send one for cost, which is that bit is just busted. Like send for cost, and then banish one monster on the field. And you got Lubellion, discard, shuffle back. Got Titaniclad. Titaniclad is really good for just going for game. Like you can just easily if you make this and you can get it up to like 3,700 easily, and you make Spiral and you make Gaia, then that is more than enough for game. One Albalentinus. So I play this because one is a dragon, so you can just set Fallen of Albaz and then just super poly everyone's stuff away. And then also, if you send this to the graveyard, you can add Spiral Fusion, so it's a really good way to get into your Spiral Fusion stuff. Then we of course still play 3 of this. It does come up. You will make the light one quite a fair bit, and it's nice to get card advantage. And so I think this one is mandatory 3 in all decks that play this. It is annoying that the deck's so tight because I would like to play 2 Lubellion, but there's just not enough room. And then the last 3 fusion cards of the deck, we've got 1 Masquerade. It sometimes just comes up, you're going to need to make it. You've got 1 Dragos Stapelia. Again, sometimes it comes up, you need to make it. Sometimes you just need that cheeky negate. And it actually modifies levels, which does come up, and it is kind of interesting that that happens. And then last card is 1 Guardian Chimera. Not more you can say. Guardian Chimera is absolutely mental. Very, very, very good. I will say though, guys, don't make the mistake of, if you have, for example, if you want to make Guardian Chimera and you've got, say, whatever you've got on the field, and you have so you have this in hand and you're going to brand it in red to make this, try not to use your Gaia monsters because they're level 7s, so you can't reborn them with this. So if you go branded in red, make sure that you use the Mirrorjade or anything else. Don't use your Gaia stuff because you can't reborn it with Ablution because it's a level 7. So just bear that in mind. So guys, that's it for the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed my kind of change to the intro. Try to do it a little bit different. I don't know if you guys have been watching Dotadoyo. I fucking love that guy. Like, oh, he's so funny. Yeah, I would definitely recommend. I'm probably going to link his channel down below. I try to do a little homage to him, I guess. Yeah, he is super funny. Really enjoy it. Let me know what you think about this deck, guys. I will be trying to update some more decks. Trying to, like, I love nostalgic old decks. Summon Skull is one that I really want to give a go and try and mix with the branded stuff. But yeah, I need to get some time together from that soon. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.